Dear students, in this video I am going to start fuzzy logic. So fuzzy logic. So the first we will discuss some basic definitions. So basic concepts of classical logic. First we will discuss about the classical logic. Then we will extend this to the fuzzy logic. So in classical logic, first definition is proposition. So a proposition denoted by P is a declarative statement contained within a universe of elements, say U, capital U, that are strictly true or strictly false. That means whether the statement is true or false in the classical logic. Fine. So mathematically this is denoted by capital T, a function with with domain U, and in this domain we are having elements like small u, and the statement is either true or false. That's why range will be either 0 or 1. Find binary. So all elements u belongs to u that are true for proposition P are called the truth set of P and is denoted by TP. So all the elements which are true, they form the set TP. Those elements u belongs to u that are false for proposition P are called the falsity set of P. Fine. Let us see examples. Here we have example. The number 3 is an integer. So obviously this proposition is true because 3 is an integer. That's why true proposition. When 5 is added to 4, the sum is 7. This is not true. That's why this is false proposition. X square is greater than 16, where x belongs to R. This is not a proposition because x here x square is greater than equals to 16. For any real number, this may be true, may be false. If for example x is 7, then 7 square is 49, so this is true. But if x is 2, then this will be 4, which is not greater than 16. That's why depending upon the value of x, this statement may be true or may be false. That's why this is not a proposition, because proposition either true or false. Fine. Similarly, is it snowing? Again, this is not a proposition. This is just like a question, so not a proposition. Fine. Now we are having compound propositions. Compound proposition consist of two or more single propositions joined by one or more logical connectives. Suppose P and Q be two simple propositions on the same universe of discourse, then P and Q can be combined using the following five logical connectives. So there are five logical connectives: disjunction, conjunction, that means and, disjunction means or, conjunction means and, then negation, then implication, and then equivalence. These are the symbols. This is known as join, this is meet, then negation, then implication, and then this is equivalence. These are the compound proposition. P join Q, P meet Q, negation of P or denoted by P bar. P implies Q, and this is P is equivalence to Q. Find now the truth values. So the truth value of this proposition P join Q is equal to maximum of truth value of P, truth value of Q. Similarly, this is and. So T, P and Q means truth value of P and Q is minimum of TP and TQ. TP bar, the truth value of TP bar is 0 if TP is 1. The truth value of proposition P is 1. 1 if truth value of P is 0. Similarly, TP implies Q is equivalent to the truth value of P join Q, which is equals to, and you can see that both are same with the help of truth table. So this is equals to maximum of TP bar, TQ bar. We are using this definition. Here in place of P we are having P bar. Similarly, P is equivalent to Q, its truth value is 1. If TP is equal to TQ, both are same. If both are unequal, then 0. Fine. So this is the logic. This is the, you can say that the truth values. Fine. Now Now here we have a note. P implies Q. Here we have used classical implication. T implies Q means T P bar join Q. This is classical. However, there is an alternate form exists known as Lukasiewicz. Lukasiewicz, which is given by this minimum of 1 or 1 plus TQ minus TP. This is alternate way. So either you can calculate the truth value with the help of classical logic or with the help of Lukasiewicz implication. This is Lukasiewicz implication. Fine. So now truth values, truth table for various compound propositions. Here P may be true. True means 1. So similarly Q is another. This may be true or false. So that's why we are having 4 combination. 1 1. 1 means true and true. When this is true, this is false. This is false, this is true. And then both are false. This is P bar 0 0 1 1. When this is 1, this is 0. When this is 1, this is 0. Then this 0, then this is 1. This is 0, this is 1. So they are negation. Similarly, P meet Q. P meet Q means when both are true, this is true. When both are true, this is true. Otherwise, suppose this is true, this is false, so this will be false. This is false, this is true, so this will be false. So जब भी ये दोनों true होंगे ये true होगा, otherwise false. Fine. Now the P join Q. P join Q means at least one of them should be true, so that this compound statement should be true. So since both are true, so true. This is true, that's why true. This is true, that's why true. And both are false, that's why false. Now P implies Q. Here either we can find out this with the help of classical logic, that means P bar join Q, or with the help of Lukasiewicz transformation, this minimum of 1 1 plus Q minus P. Fine. Or either with the help of classic Lukasiewicz implication. So both will give you this. For example, if you are using classical one, so P bar, this is P bar column, join Q. So just apply the join logic between these two. So since this is true, that's why true. Both are false, so false. Both are true, so true. And this is true, that's why true. So this is the truth value. Similarly, P is equivalence to Q. So P and Q, these are columns. Now both are same, that's why 1. Both are unequal, so 0. Both are unequal, so 0. Both are equal, that's why 1. So this is the compound logic. Fine. Now we are having here, we are now giving some idea about the implication. This is very important implication. Here we have 3 kinds of P implies Q implications. So we will give you the logical as well as set theoretic concept. So first one, for a proposition P defined on set A and another proposition Q defined on another set B, then so एक proposition है P जो कि A पे define है, another proposition है Q जो कि B पे define है, then P implies Q. Then P implies Q is equivalent to the A bar union B. A bar means complement of A, union of B. इसके equivalent है. This is logical one. This is set theoretical one. Similarly, if you if you are finding the truth value, then truth value of this with the help of classical logic is this, which is equal to nothing but maximum of TP bar TQ bar. Fine. Now, if you want to find out the set theoretic one, what is the set theoretic form of this truth value, then this is denoted by the shading. So here, suppose this is A set, this is B set. So A bar U means A bar is the shaded part, take union with B. So this red part is actually the A bar union B. Here, suppose P implies Q is here. This is false, and this is true, because we are finding P implies Q, truth value, which is equivalent to this. That, and this is nothing but this red part area. That's why P implies Q, this is true, और जो बचा हुआ है that is called the false. Fine. This is equally written as P implies Q, or if A then B. This is logical, this is set theoretic form. This is set theoretic form. Fine. another one, another form is for a proposition P described by set A which is defined on universal set X. Again again proposition Q is a proposition described by set B defined on universal set Y. Here important thing is that both are defined on same universal set. However, here universal sets are different. For A, universal set is X. For B, universal set is Y. This is the difference between these two. Fine. Then the implication P implies Q can be represented by the relation R. क्योंकि इनका एक ही है, A और B एक ही यूनिवर्सल सेट में है. So we have not evaluated the relation between two different sets. However, here one is X, another one is Y. So their relation is required. So for this, so the implication P implies Q can be represented by the relation R, which is nothing but R is equal to A cross B, the Cartesian product of A cross B, union A bar cross Y. And this is equivalently written as if A then B. Fine. If A then B, but here relation is given by this A cross bar union A bar cross Y. Now this is the A, this is the shaded part. So here this is the X, this is Y. So this, and A is a subset of X, B is a subset of Y. Fine. So now P implies Q, that means if X belongs to A then Y belongs to B, or equivalent to A bar union B. So this is A. So A bar will be, obviously suppose this is the X. So A bar means A complement. तो ये पार्ट होगा, ये पार्ट होगा, ये वाला नहीं होगा. फाइन. तो इसका प्रोडक्ट Y के साथ किया. Y is from here to here. This is Y. From here to here. This is Y. From here to here is Y. This is X. From here to here. So complement of this multiply by this will give you this red part area. But we are taking the union here, A cross bar this with A cross B. So A cross B will be this part. So this is added. So this red part is actually the relation area R. Fine. Now another compound proposition is in linguistic rule form. This is in linguistic rule. So if A then B else C. So now we are having else part. Before that we don't have any else part. So here we have else part. So if A then is this is equivalent to this. If A then B, and if A bar, that means if A is not true then C. So this is the set theoretic. Fine. So in classical logic form, this is equivalent to this part. This part is if A then B is nothing but P implies Q. And so meet if A bar then C, that means P implies S. So this is the meet of these two. Fine. Suppose P is the proposition where X belongs to A and A is subset of X. Q, Y belongs to B, B is subset of Y. S, Y belongs to C and C is subset of Y. So here is this. This is set A, this is B, this is C. So now this is equivalent to A cross B. This is statement if A then B else C is equivalent to A cross B union A bar cross C. So this is A cross B. Now A bar cross C. A bar cross C is this part and this part. So this is the union of these two. Fine. Now in the next video I am going to discuss about the tautology and contradiction. Fine. Thank you.